it is I, Ivory Star, your favorite back alley astrologer, coming to you with our weekly Ratchet Astrology report, okay? You see, I got my towel up here, honey. I'm already spilling tea. I know I'm a little late, but I'm not just doing Ratchet Astrology for no reason. I definitely got some ghetto shit going on. But we ain't gonna even get into all of that, okay? We not gonna put no energy into none of that stuff. We are going to get into this report, okay? Another reason it took a while is because it's I really wanted to explain to y'all and break down what's going on in the planets, so you'll be able to go and look it up for yourself about what I'm telling you. I'm not just going to give you some horoscope and tell you how to navigate your life. Remember, astrology is just a tool, it's just a guide to help you on this journey, on this path that we're all on, okay? And we all are individuals, and we all have our own predestined path that we are traveling on. And this is just a way to kind of give you some direction, kind of help you, encourage you. And it helped me get through adulting, honestly, you know, what I'm saying. Because didn't know him, but boom, I was grown. And I'm like, okay, what I'm doing here. But we here, and we gonna get through it together. So, let's get right into it. So, y'all know we coming into Sagittarius season. The sun is making its orbit around that Sagittarius, you feel me? And guess what it's going to bring? Optimism, and some forward momentum. Sagittarius, that's a fire sign. So, you know, fire, that's inspiration, that's the wind, motivation. So, that's what we get out of Sagittarius season, right? Freedom, expansion, higher perspective. Sagittarius is a fire sign, not easily held down. They are firm, you know, in their beliefs and their belief system. They're ever changing, ever growing, you know. So higher perspective. That's what we thinking. This theme that we're going into with Sagittarius season. So trust the universe is going to take care of you. The Creator has a design plan for you, and this is where it all unfolds. It's up to you, though. It's really up to you, and whether or not you want to accept it, or whether you're not ready for it, you're gonna hide from it, but accept it. You know what I'm saying? This is a good time to just go ahead and accept it, because you hear me telling you, your inner voice is reaching out to you. We're gonna talk about that in a second too, telling you that you need to go ahead, move forward with your plan, your dream. Guard your hopes and positive beliefs, because guess what? Just like some of y'all might not really have the support, because you might be the first of your kind. So stop looking at the fact that you don't have all these people backing you up and supporting you. You might be the first of your kind. You might be the first person in your family ready to start a business. You might be the first person in your family ready to go to school and further your career with education. You might be the first person in your family to buy a home. You might be the first person in your family to, you know, do anything. Possibilities are endless. Paths are endless. But, you know, you got to get that life path. You got to get it on track and figure out what it is you're going to do. And you have to guard what you hoping. What is it that you're looking at that you're hoping to see? What is it that you're hoping to get out of all of this? What is that big old dream? What is that thing that you're chasing? If you don't have one, that's what you need to figure out first. But if you know exactly what it is that you want, then you guard and you hold on to that. You know what you want. You know how you want your life to look. Well, you hold on to that, and your positive beliefs was propelling you to get there. Not negative beliefs, not scamming, not bad practices, and not, you know, spells to, you know, revenge and all this other stuff. Forget all of that stuff. Find your hope so you can find your peace. And when you find your peace, you'll find your practice that's going to help, your routine that's going to help get you to that place. Our biggest block is other people and what other people say about us. Am I right? Think about that one thing that you like, dang, I should have just went ahead and did that. Why didn't you do it? Because you had somebody in your ear. You can't do that. How you gonna do that? How you supposed to do that? Look at this, look at that. How you gonna get this? How you gonna get that? How you gonna find this? How you gonna find that? Who gonna help you do this? Who gonna help you do that? All this negative talk in your ear, stopping you from getting to the place where you supposed to be.
A few moments later.
Ooh, he was getting good. Here come my mama calling. Gotta go see her in the morning, maybe, if she up to it. So anyway, so listen, guard your hopes and positive beliefs. The biggest block is other people's involvement in disbelief. What they say is impossible for you. So if you share your dream with somebody, they talking about that, how you gonna do that? And that's impossible. You can't do that. Take them out the mix. I'm not saying you have to. We gotta be grown up about this thing and be able to make boundaries in our relationships. Well, I'm just not going to talk to you anymore about it. So if that's somebody you want to remain as a friend, partner, associate, somebody that you want to keep in contact with and remain in a relationship with, because relationship, remember, is not just our boo, it's also your family members, your friends, co-workers, all those are relationships. Any interaction you have with other people is a creative relationship, and you create those boundaries for those. So, we ain't got time to be listening to that negative talk. We're moving forward in this season. There is a stellium, which is a meeting of 3 or more planets in Capricorn, and that's been going on since the beginning of the year, since 2020 broke out, honey. So that shows to you some 5 planets in the sign of Capricorn, which is the sign of the earth. You know what I'm saying? It's a grounded sign. It was a really big deal. 2020 blew the cap off humanity, okay? So listen, a positive future is dependent on believing if you're going to be positive. If you don't believe it, you don't believe your future is going to be positive, it's not going to be positive. All the stuff that you do is going to be in vain. It's not going to be positive. It's not going to work for you, okay? So how your future ends up, how you come out on the end of all of this that's going on, these changes and transitions and all this shit that we going through, is dependent on whether or not you believe you can. This is not a cliche. This is for real. Your energy. Why do you think just because somebody else says it for you, it is true? That is what... No. What is true is what you believe about you. Okay? Your plan is already predestined and everything is provided by the universe. You, honey. Not, I don't have any friends or support and I don't have anybody to do this for me and do that for me. You fucking do it. You do it. Say it. We're waiting on people to show up. You do it. You figure it out. Then you go find people who will fucking listen to you. Strangers, who gives a shit? People need what you got. And you're still trying to sell it to the people around you. Fuck them people. Shit. If I'm one of them people in your life, fuck me too. Shit. If you feel like that, we don't know. We don't know. Just how to just do it on our own. Do it. No more crying and begging for help. Promoting. We're changing begging to promoting. Quit looking for people to support you. You support you. Do the work. Go out into the streets and find whoever the hell else is willing to back you up and support you if you really stand on your shit. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. That's our mindset. That's how we're coming out of 2020. We're going to come out of this strong. You watching this. You're here. You listening. So, your prayers needs to be unheard because you aren't aligned with receiving. It all works together. Gratitude, hope. You want new things, but are you taking care of the old shit you got, or you just, I don't want it. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this house. I'm tired of these clothes. I'm tired of this car. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of that. No. Every time I get in my little Toyota, my little old Toyota that was given to me as a blessing by God, yes. Somebody was a blessing to me. Somebody that I've been a blessing to, who's also been a blessing to me, and I've been a blessing back. Blessed me with a car, a little runner, a little Toyota. Every time I get in my car, it's the car that I want it to be. When I get in there with all my kids, it's my brand new minivan with TVs and shit on it for us to take road trips. I said what I said. When me and Bae get ready to go on a date, like today, because today is just a good day for us to just go get out of the house and take a fucking break. If you haven't seen that video, it's so funny. A fucking break. Anyway, for parenting the disease, the ghettoest thing I've ever decided to do. It's a motherfucking Benz or Range Rover or some classy shit, because I like to go on classy ass dates too. Shoot. When I'm working, that's my work truck. Big girl driving, you feel me? Playing my trap music, you feel me? That's how I feel. So I know one day, when I look back in my little Toyota, possibly give it to one of my kids or something, because that's what I want to leave. I want to leave stuff to my children. I want to leave legacies behind. I want to be able to tell them stories about how I was successful when I made it. That's where our focus is going into Sagittarius season. That's what it is going into the end of the year. You want to reflect on something? Fuck reflecting on COVID. Fuck COVID. It hurt a lot of people. But it brought us as a humanity, a lot of us, to a realization of how real shit can get. Okay? You want financial security, but are you doing financial security practices? I don't care if you have to start. If you're bad with money, just start with a piggy bank or something. You have to practice stewardship, which means controlling things, and making sure things are done properly. Property is something we want too, right? We want property, but we don't want to pay our rent on time. Or we don't want to take care of the house that we in. You know what I'm saying? Financial security, we want all the security, but are we taking care of the things and growing and really manifesting into the idea of all the stuff that we want? You want lasting romance in this ideal relationship, but are you thanking the divine creator for the life that who you are yourself, who you are now, and what it might have for you in a partner? Or are you doing all these cookie cutter relationships? I'll look good with him, so I'll try that, but this doesn't work, so do all this. No. Stop trying to play matchup and focus on you, okay? And just so you know, all of these things, this is just not me sitting up here running my mouth giving you advice. Device, Lord. Get it together. This is not me just running my mouth giving you advice. This is because, in case you didn't know, a whole bunch of planets went into retrograde and stuff, and we had Mercury retrograde, and then there was this Neptune retrograde that started back in June. So if in the summertime you start feeling a little different about some shit, because listen, Neptune is the planet of dreams, illusion, creativity, intuition, and all that stuff. You know, so you may be needing some clarity, might have a clouded perspective since the summertime. Maybe some situations going on got you a little bit confused still. That's just because Neptune was in retrograde, but it's turning around this week on Saturday, whatever day that is, 28th maybe. So, you might just want to get out this weekend, go outside and experience it in a different light, because it's been in retrograde since June. Okay, so the moon is moving to join Mars, so that's healing for Aries sun sign and the masculine collective, okay? So if you are part of the masculine collective of men who are trying to get in tune with themselves and embracing their divine feminine and all that stuff, and they have found their twin flame, or you are in connection with your soulmate, or any of those type of things going on, you're dealing with some emotional issues you might be having from the past, this is for you. Mars joining Moon really gonna heal some emotion for the masculine and for the Aries sign, because Mars is your planet. The root to how we give and receive love lies in our childhood. You may not have been given the recipe for love, you know what I'm saying? And this is a good transit to really work on that, to write down what you think love looked like, talk to a mentor, read up on it, find books on it, whatever it is that you have to do to begin to put the practice of love into your life. You understand what I'm saying? Find out what love really is to you, and when do you feel when you really feel it. You know what I'm saying? There's no way for me to sit up here and explain love to you just how you would, but when you feel it, you would know. Especially if you are a person who experienced abuse. First of all, anything that is the opposite of what that made you feel like. There's no good feelings that came out of abuse. Maybe good people, but not good feelings. So anything, if you ever been through any type of abuse or trauma, obviously the opposite, something that makes you feel the exact opposite of that, is a good place to start. So if you have been through some type of trauma, and say that you're a painter and painter makes you feel that way, where does your mind go when you're painting? Start thinking on those things. You know what? Because that's your inner child trying to work your shit out. Listen, this is the season to work with that inner child. Do whatever you gotta do. Sit down with that inner child. Talk to that inner child. I don't care if it look like you talking to yourself. You really are talking to yourself, because it's time. Maybe have a conversation with him or her. Write a letter to the person who caused you trauma or confusion for you, or the abuse, you know what I'm saying, that might have abused you as a child, that contorted your, your clarity about what love is. You need to learn to heal and protect that inner child. You're supposed to be protecting that inner child, honey, and not constantly letting people abuse it by adopting those same traits that inner child ended up adopting. Like, okay, for instance, lying is definitely something that comes from a hurt inner child, because you do it out of fear, or you do it out of getting caught because you had did something sneaky. Things that we do as a kid, like, did you do that? No. You know what I'm saying? It comes out of a hurt inner child because you're afraid of the consequences. Now, my children have lied to me. They'll lie to me once I ask again, and then they'll tell me the truth. Because I had created a space for, like, as soon as you lie in your mouth, I'm beating you all in your head. I feel like doing that sometimes? Yes, because they know that they don't have to lie to me. But if I and firm, or let them know, like, listen, I need you to tell me the truth, because I need to be able to trust you, and explain to them why it is I need the truth, and then they tell me, then we can talk about it, and I still might whoop your ass. But most of the time, I don't need to. So, because I don't want their inner child to be damaged. Right? Look at how, when you raising kids, look at your kids. You looking at somebody's inner child. That inner child is gonna grow to be an adult. And guess who made that inner child? Who molded and shaped that inner child? You, honey. So if you are not all this. As soon as they get grown, you're not responsible no more. Whatever they do after they grown and they move out of your house, you are still responsible for it, because they pick up them habits through parenting. And I'm not just saying like kids. I just honestly don't believe that everybody is born just like with a bad seed, but it's possible. It's possible. Maybe some people was just born, that was their purpose, to terrorize, and they can have the best parents in the world and still terrorize. But most of the time when you see people out here doing stuff that's abnormal, fried or whatever, you know what I'm saying, it's because of that inner child is hurting. And this is that season to deal with that. Look at this as your fresh start. You don't have to wait until the new year to get your fresh start. I'm telling you, right now is where you prepare. This is where you prepare to punch through, break through everything that's been going on, everything that you've been going through. 2020, the drag of the motherfucking century. You feel me? Other than slavery. But we'll say that for a podcast or something. Y'all want to get me started on no Black history, okay? We get scared to deal with the past because we don't want to face that pain again, okay? But your inner child desires to be free, and they want to help you get free. They want to talk back to you, so talk to that baby. Talk to that baby on the inside of you. Talk to that 12-year-old girl. Talk to that 16-year-old boy. Talk to that 3-year-old baby. Talk to whoever you gotta talk to get your healing, so you can punch through, because guess what? We got a full moon coming up. On the 30th of this month is the last lunar eclipse of the year. Let me tell y'all something. So we gonna focus on forgiveness, and we gonna get rid of the emotion versus illusion, okay? Nobody's out to get you. If somebody is out to get you, then you need to confront them. But we getting rid of all of this. Some of y'all just in y'all feelings. 2020 put you in your feelings. The relationship might not been what you think it is, because you got to think about when we be going through all these retrogrades and planets and we be linking up with people that might not be what is your destiny. That might not be your destiny. That might be coming to teach you a lesson. And if it didn't come to teach you a lesson, if it was just a mistake on your behalf and not really, because everything is a part of your destiny, but you got choices. You know what I'm saying? Of what you want to go through on the way. At some point in your life, you got to take control of the fact that I got choices of what I choose and what I choose not to go through on this journey. So this full moon lunar eclipse is going to be in Gemini. It's going to be opening up a massive 2020 eclipse gateway all the way until December. Guess what? 21st. What day is that? The winter solstice, the longest night of the year. Okay, so tell me it's some power. This is some time to embrace your power. Okay, take back what belongs to you. Talk to that inner child. You know what I'm saying? Cut off all the negative people. It's the purge of the crown chakra. It's time for you to pick a side. How long you think you gonna be no religion is the new religion? Pick a side. I don't care what it is. You wanna be a Christian? You wanna be a Christian. God calling you back to church? He calling me somewhere. I'm back to the church. All type of stuff is moving around and happening in my life. God calling you to Islam. Allah calling you. Yahweh calling you. Satan, is he calling you? Talk to somebody about that. Somebody's calling you though. I don't tell me otherwise. Because if you can't hear, if you don't hear a call, that means that you're blocked. And guess what that is? Let me tell you something. That's the purge of the chakra, purge of the crown chakra. Feeling disconnected from the source, your source of life, your creator, abandoned by the universe, that you're not being provided for. Negative energy. The purpose of it is for you to clear it. It's not just going to go away. You could try to cover it up. You could try to hide from it. You could try to drink it, smoke it, pop it, eat it away, whatever the fuck. It's not going to go away. It's here for you to clear it because it's time for us to boss the fuck up. Boss the fuck up. We are too stuck in social media world and all this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? We just doing things to post. Doing things to please. People pleasers, probably your inner child and you need some attention, but no, we not doing that. It's time to boss the fuck up. We going out of this year strong, okay? It's gonna be an intense week, and the only reason why I'm talking like this, we still got. First of all, didn't this year fly already? Even with us being on stay-at-home orders, gotta go in the house early, it still flew. It's going to be an intense week because we got this full moon coming up. And that's why I'm on y'all. Because y'all doing stuff. We talking about y'all sharing things in these groups. And we talking about all of these manifestations techniques. But who's really following? Who's really doing them? Are you on task? Are you really digging in that shit? This is time for you to tap into your warrior goddess. There is a lot going on. This is a fight for your future. Your future. You gotta believe it. You gotta want it. It's your fight for it. All the negative talk is coming. All the haters are coming. The lies, the rumors, and all of that shit is coming. Because just like on our end, where we're searching for the light and we are using this energy to really push and propel to the light, there is somebody in the darkness who is on the same track as you that is trying to get to the same thing as you, but they're trying to do it in a hurtful way, and they will hurt you on their way to get it. Okay? So that's why I'm on y'all. I'm on y'all ass today. We're going to go ahead and get to these zodiac signs now, though. But before I do that, let me sum up some points. Sagittarius season, use that as an inspiration to really start goal setting and manifesting and setting your intentions on what it is you want to do. Really dig deep into your passions and start, you know, putting that plan together. Stay on it. Stay on it. Stay on it. Neptune been in retrograde for the last 4 months, and maybe it's a time for unspoken truth. You may need forgiveness from someone, or you may need to forgive someone, and we need to decipher. This is our time to decipher what's real and what's fake, and like fake beef. No, you know, thinking that somebody's trying to compete with you, and they're really not. Thinking others are out to get you. Facing reality, your truths, and healing old wounds. And November 30th, even though that's the weekend, the 29th, we just want to prepare you ahead of time for a very intense full moon energy. So this week is just leading you into that full moon. So that's why I'm telling you on the 30th. And also where we can see it at, if I'm in Toledo, Ohio, but you know, if you go on timeanddate.com, you can look it up yourself when you can see the full moon, the fullest. Here we'll be able to see it, but it's gonna be at like 4:42 in the morning. It's gonna start at like 2:30, and it's gonna go all the way to like 6 o'clock in the morning. But you can see it at its fullest at 4:42 a.m. November 30th. And purge of the crown chakra, get connected to something. It's time to choose a side, baby. You gotta choose some type of practice, or what are you really in this for? E5, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Come on, African spirituality, something. You have to Christian church, something. You have to get into the routine of service and community. You have to find your community, okay? And, you know, if you are doing a lot of whining, there's a lot of tension in your body, you have blocked ears or headaches, that your crown, you need to clear that up, okay? All right. So, it's all for your greater good, though, because I know some of this stuff probably feels painful. You can feel it in your physical body, too. Tired, you know, really hard to get past, you know, especially if you have a clouded thinking, causing a little bit of depression, you feel me? But, you know, we're going to get through all that. So, let's get into these zodiac signs. Aries, this week, focus on your self-care, focus on healing your hidden self, and you will be rewarded with a deeper sense of intuition. You're already a wise sign. You already are in tune, but you're going to get a deeper sense of intuition. You know, just focusing on your hidden self. Maybe some shadow work is needed. And, you know, look into that. And Saturday, take some time to do something intellectually stimulating. Taurus, today, starting today. Money, ideas, investments, that's what you should be focusing on, or it might be already what you're focusing on, because I know investments have been coming up a lot in the sign of Taurus, especially with this Neptune retrograde. Relationship, Taurus might be thinking about merging with your partner, maybe in a joint bank account or something like that, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe y'all coming up with a business idea together, or talking about shared goals. If you're single, it's time to start saving towards a dream, Taurus. Not feeling that giant Friday, don't quit. Don't get fined on your day off either. It's a good day to start seeking new opportunities, but don't quit your job just yet. Don't mess up your stability, because we know how you're going to feel if you do that. Gemini, take the lead. Neptune going direct out of retrograde Saturday, have you ready to move forward again, supporting your artistic and intuitive side, getting in touch with yourself. If you are single or attached, this weekend you are ready to be moved up. Just make sure you get with some uplifting folks. Don't get with nobody that's going to be bringing you down, okay? Cancer, ready for some alone time. To communicate with your inner self through a meditation, or maybe personal tarot reading. If you read tarot cards and you get insight from them, you know, maybe you're doing some personal readings and really getting into your meditation, and that's going to help you build up your self-confidence and channel your inner power. So you're going in and reaching in and getting some power, and then coming back out. Find beauty in everything, and find new ways to support your body, maybe new recipes, maybe a new diet or something. Find new ways to support your body. Leo, you've been dreaming big, huh, Leo? Leo's them lions, they like to do it big. Bounce your idea off your trusted circle, your family, your friends, people that you know really want to see you excel. about finances and location changes. Maybe you're thinking about moving. Maybe you're thinking about making an investment. And this weekend, Neptune going direct, you might be tempted to say or do some shit, Leo. Have a backup plan before you do, because it can get real dramatic and grandiose with those lines. So you might be ready to say some grandiose shit, or make some grandiose claims, or do some dramatic gestures. Don't be nobody else. Try not to be nobody else, okay? Try not to cuss nobody up, be nobody up, Leo. Dang. Can't take y'all nowhere. No, I'm just playing. But just, look out for that. Make sure you got a backup plan, bail money, whatever it is you're planning on doing. Virgo, share your ideas. You could be on the verge of making a breakthrough on one of your passion projects. Consider collaboration during this week. Like, seriously, consider collaboration. It can really launch your idea. Keep your mind open to inspirations. You can find a new way to reach others right from home. So maybe you're going to start a blog or something. Do it, Virgo. Do it. Libra, slow down. Be kind to yourself. Find inner peace. Heal. Relax. You're feeling burnt out. Neptune, your planet of health and wellness, it goes direct, so you can lighten that load a little bit, okay? It's coming out of retrograde. Maybe you've been putting in work since the summertime. It's time for you to lighten the load. This weekend, speak your mind with those you trust. Good time to link up with maybe your friends or your favorite cousins and all of that, and talk it out. Scorpio, trying to find the right words of persuasion, Scorpio. Well, try it out Friday. People will be drawn to your intensity. Relationship, Scorpio, watch out for arguments. Maybe you guys just need a little bit of space. Seeing goals, Scorpio, make a list before you make a decision, and dream you of some new goals, Scorpio. Sagittarius, this your season, boo. Open up your perspective. Focus on utilizing your space. You are ready to enjoy a new sense of wonder and possibility, building and sharing your passions and optimism with others. So do just that. Neptune reveals some hidden truths in Sagittarius, so you ready to move on forward and get to it. Okay, this your season. It's your season. It's your time. Do it. Capricorn, try not to get ahead of yourself. Capricorn, career ruled Venus opposes money-minded Uranus. Make sure you get all your facts before you pop off, especially coming through Friday. Right at the end of the Neptune retrograde. You done made it this far, Capricorn. Just try not to pop off. Get your facts straight before you start talking money talk. Make sure you do your research. Make sure if you don't like your pay, maybe before you go to the gatekeepers, check into the occupation first. Neptune rules your communication, and you probably notice either black or white approach in your relationship. So Neptune rules your communication. It's going out of retrograde, so it's either been black or white with you, Lady Capricorn. You know, do this or we doing that. Either we doing this or we doing that. Either we doing this or we doing that. And that's how it's been in your relationships. But now you can soften the edges a little bit, and take some self-care for yourself and journal, Capricorn. Aquarius, ask for what you want. Jeez. Friday, Mercury will be meeting with Pluto, and it creates this opportunity. Problem solver, sharp thinker. If you feel unheard, just write your ideas down until you aren't feeling so heated. Let's talk about heated. All y'all keep talking about some Gucci man as Aquarius, and yes, he was heated, and it's probably, and I ain't gonna lie, look, y'all, I'm Aquarius, and I've been kind of feeling that way too. You know what I'm saying? I knew it had to be something planetary. I'm like, man, I'm ready. Look, okay? For whoever, or whatever. I want the smoke. I want all the smoke. But in reality, I don't, because I got shit to do. But then I still do. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But just write them down. Just write your ideas down. Don't try to give it to anybody yet, because if they try to reject them or they're not feeling them, you probably gonna go off. So, just write them down till people are a little bit more receptive of this approach that you're taking right now. Problem solving, sharp thinking. If you think you're her, be patient with yourself and don't make any irreversible decisions. Saturday, when Neptune's direct, you'll have a more fluid perspective. So try to hold out to Aquarius. Well, try to hold out Aquarius. Try to hold out Aquarius before you do anything. Try to hold out till Saturday when Neptune is back direct, and you'll have a more clear thinking. You go into post retrograde. That is a thing too, you know. But at least you'll be able to think clear before you make any decisions. Enjoy your healthy dose of reality, Aquarius. Head off the clouds. Pisces, last but not least, those dreamy fishes. Embrace your inner romantic. You feeling flirty and free, Pisces? If you're single, use this time to build up my confidence. And go for your desires. Relationship fish, plan an unexpected date. Find something special for you two. Don't wait until the weekend. Do it early in the week. Neptune going direct in your sign helps you reconnect with your inner self. What have you learned since June, Pisces? It's going direct in your sign. So what have you learned? Brainstorm some new goals during this lucky transition. And that's your Ratchet Astrology report for this report. I'm just tearing up all kind of words today, y'all. I need to get on his house. But what am I going to do? I think Mike DeWine here in Ohio was just live. See what he's talking about. And I'm going to see y'all next week. Love you.